in training for a new position, so I can't say. Want to do my favourite streamer, and choo-choo, that is a hype train. Thank you very much.
Oh, I got one of those.
There we go.
You're welcome.
So, bullet journal, quote page, month page. My theme is green plants because I like the colour green and I like plants. I don't know what to tell you. Calendar page, I have a doctor's appointment, but I don't know whether they said it was on the 13th or the 30th. I suspect it's on the 30th. I haven't put that in.
Well, there's not a 30th of February, so...
March. I'm on March's calendar page.
Gotcha.
Because I'm doing March.
Okay.
It'd be a bit late if I was doing February, to be fair. And it'd be a bit late if my appointment was on the 13th. So yeah, this is the calendar page. That's my habit tracker for all the things I keep trying to make sure I do. Now,
Okay.
normally I would put a mood tracker, but I didn't log my mood at all in February, so...
Well, that just means that your mood was very even.
I mean, it pretty much was. Well, even, you know, you can have low even and high evens, can't you? So, I'm thinking that I'm probably not going to do a mood tracker this time. I'm thinking that I want to do a video tracker or a video log, because I'm ideally 2 videos a week. Ideally.
Well,
Ideal people. I can at least have plans.
yeah. I mean,
You know?
in some ways, how much of that would be, like, would it just be an upload tracker, or would it be a process tracker, like recording footage, editing, you know, post-processing?
That's what I was trying to figure out. What I want is I want something like something that I was thinking of probably just go over to and having like 9 little boxes.
Uh-huh.
I've got an extra one if I needed it, and you know, if I don't use them, I don't use them.
Sure.
I was thinking something like having the premise of the video, and then what sorts of clips I need to film
Mm-hmm.
in order to get that, projects that I need to do, and then having a little, because I've got a video tracker. Start that video here, which I'm not showing people. Definitely not showing people that. I've got a content plan here, which I do use occasionally, but it's literally have I filmed it, have I edited it, had I uploaded it, which is not what I need. I need to film this clip, I need to film this clip, I need to film this clip. Thank you, Kanarasha, for the gift, for the subscription, for the gift very much.
Okay, so, Cleo, one problem I have, which is now going to be your problem, because we're on the phone, is I have a problem where sometimes when we start talking at one level of abstraction,
Yeah.
I start jumping forward or back to other levels of abstraction, right?
Oh, I know.
About the same thing. Would it be smart for us to brainstorm real quick some sort of collab that we could specifically record quickly with Tango? Because I didn't... Oh, you haven't been around.
I haven't been around, no.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so Tango has a bunch of, like, family trips and stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And so getting a lot of stuff recorded quickly so that he can, you know, have episodes go out while he's spending time with family would be a priority for him.
Okay.
And so I was thinking it would be nice if we had something that we were going to do together
That we could just invite.
that we could invite him so he could get, oh, hey, here's 7 minutes of my video.
Whatever we do is not going to be of a video.
Well, I mean,
I understand your desire to do that.
well, I just wanted to get that. I wanted to get that. Well, originally I assumed you knew this, but then because I forgot that you had been kind of busy, and like I tried to spare you all the details of everything going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, I mean, I will say, like, Ay, ay. So, I don't know.
I barely have anything planned for me, Joe.
Well, that's fine. I barely have anything planned for me too. So, you know.
I definitely will do something with Tango, but it has to be something that I thought about, and like, I don't know when his trip is.
Yeah.
Probably mid-March, from what I understand.
Well, I didn't want to get too specific about any of that.
I mean, I don't know. I've not been around.
Well,
So,
yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is,
speaking about it, it sounds Marchish.
yeah.
We can definitely do something once we've got, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna reach out to him real quick, and just say, like, if you're okay with me speaking for you, like, hey, Cleo and I don't have anything in particular, sorted yet, but if you need to get something filmed, to get something out the door before your trips, you're welcome to crash with us whenever we're doing anything weird. Or if you need an extra set of hands on something, let us know. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And you're welcome to wherever whatever we do, really. Now, did we Irene said the important part of me keeping up with this is that I do this on stream. But actually, I keep my bullet journal on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in my eye line whenever I wake up in the morning. So I kind of just go, oh yeah, that's there. And also, if you don't have the time to keep up with it and make it beautiful and pretty, don't make it beautiful and pretty. Like, boxes works, you know? That's the thing that you should just do what you've got time for. I've got time for this because this is what
Mm-hmm.
it's the hand language for me. I talk with my hands. I'm sorry. That's what I do. Which is good if you're a teacher, because, you know, it's a visual component that kids kind of appreciate.
Okay. So I realized a few things. One, my chats haven't been showing up. So now my chats are showing up. Two, apparently every single person in the chat is saying, how come I can't hear Cleo? Okay, so there's a few things there. Also, Dragon Slayer tipped 20. Thank you. I think, can you hear Cleo now? I think I fixed it.
Hi!
Yay.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Okay.
Not going anywhere.
So, sorry, I've been
Maybe.
trying to get this message out to Tango and work on other stuff, like getting the video working. There's a lot of technical stuff this stream that's not optimal.
Joe is doing what Joe does, so you got audio from Cleo and that works fine.
Okay. So, anyway, since we got the camera, first tipping milestone, it's time for me to say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee. Alrighty.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, like, yes to whatever Tango needs, but content planner. Thank you for the bits, McLesley, as well. Thank you. So I'm thinking about, like, what do I actually need to do? So if I get an idea for a video, I'm going to write it down, and then I need scenes to record. I need a big chunky thing for that, and then I need a little tiny kind of, have I edited it? Have I recorded everything? Have I edited it? Have I uploaded it? And I need something for a title where I can workshop titles, because that takes time. I'm not gonna lie. Keep your journal open to your habit tracker on your bedside table. I can't seem to get into that. The habit tracker seems to go by the wayside, but this is something that I actually think I need. So I'm going to go for these 3 pages and split it each into 3. So I have like maybe 9 videos during the month. And I know not everybody's going to have that, but I have that. So, you know. So I think 11 boxes for this first title page, because I've got like a... yeah. Hello, kitty. I know, I love you too. Stop being a butt. Yeah, so if each third is 12 and I take 11, that means I get the time to do it. I get the time to do a title. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Messaged.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Okay, so that's 3 boxes for my videos. And I need to figure out what I want in each of these things. So obviously I need the video idea.
Yeah. And one thing that I found when I was I created a similar tracker for streams at one point, and one thing I found was important was to separate when you say video idea, separate on-screen action from like authorial intent or theme, right? Like if the scene is supposed to feel a certain way, or if I'm supposed to be like discussing a certain topic or creating a certain atmosphere, like having that separate from like build a tree, right?
Right.
Is like a thing. So like
like action and intent.
Action and intent being separate is helpful.
Okay, so right, if I just have like the first top bit of the Barbie video idea, just a general thing, and then underneath it I have scene and intent as 2 sort of separate boxes. And if I have over here, I like the idea of somebody says shading as you finish steps, like loading bar. That would be a nice visual representation of what the chuff I'm doing on a daily basis. Yeah. So down the side have a loading bar.
Because one of the things I found was a lot of times when we were working on the big castle, if I was I would know, like, okay, in this shot, I'm going to be working on this part of the wall, right? But, like, in order to justify including working on that part of the wall in the video, I needed to have some sort of intent. You know? It's like when you're doing the boring stuff, figuring out the justification for including it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so...
That's what would take me the longest.
Yeah, video idea, scene... I actually think that's all I really need. Because I'm decent these days at editing. So for each of these boxes, I've got like idea at the top, scene intent. I do kind of need a space to workshop titles, but do I need that in here? I'm not sure I do. I'm not sure I do. Taking a drink. Everybody take a drink. You're thirsty, even if you don't realize it.
Yep, and thank you very much to Gracie for tipping 5, who says classes got canceled because of a snowstorm, so this is the first one of these I've been able to catch for a while. Love these streams.
I'm glad you got a snowstorm then.
Yay, Gracie. That puts us 15 away from the next face camera expansion, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Lizzie Mack says, did you sketch that previously? This is amazing. No, this is a coloring book from art by Hokusai. This is snow on the Sumida River in particular, and I'm going to pull up that piece in the Met Museum and then link you all to what it looks like when it's done. So we have that for reference.
Yay.
So here is that link to the Met Museum. Welcome, Badger Spanner.
Hey, Badger.
Badger got here just in time to miss the part where I didn't know that Cleo was muted for 20 minutes. And as the only person here who could have actually texted me. Although my phone was muted, so for all I know, I actually didn't check. I might have had texts.
It's entirely possible that you did, but it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
It's fine. You can tell.
Okay. I will adjust the mix accordingly. Okay. Yeah, so this is Snow on the Sumida River. It was created in circa 1833 as a woodblock print.
Thank you, Zombie Ent, for the subscription. That is indeed a 10-month resubby. Thank you very much indeed. Okay. I think I've got this now. I think I know what I'm doing, which is, you know, rare for me.
I believe in you, Cleo.
I suppose there is a first time for everything, after all.
I mean, I always believe in you. It's just always unwarranted.
There it is.
Yep. But no, I did not sketch this myself. This is a coloring book page.
Thank you, Geek of Many Topics, for your 8-month resubby. You're lurking at work, don't tell your boss. I won't, so long as you're doing the work. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind having people having me on in the background. That's cool.
Yeah, like it's when people are like, I'm using this as an excuse to not study or something. That's when I ban them. But like if there's like, oh yeah, I've got this on in the background while I go through these logs or whatever at work, it's like, yeah, that's fine.
We're not fussy about that. That's a you problem, arguably. So how do I want to do this?
Okay, so it looks like the darker part of the water here goes up about midway up the boat, just past that first duck. Quack.
Quack. Okay, I want to get some washi tape going on. Do I want the thin stuff? That's the thin stuff. That's the medium stuff. I've got 3 of them. That's not medium. I've got those 3 that are the same size. We'll use those. Love having on in the background whilst programming. It's kind of glad it's nothing too distracting. Yeah, that's what we are. We're not too distracting.
Well, I mean, this is very chill, and it's like the progress we're making on this is at a pace where you can look up every 2 minutes and be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I think I need to adjust the color temperature here.
We're not speed demons. It's okay. So if I can find the washi tape and put it down the side, if it lets me, and then I can cut out like bits.
Lizzie Max says, is it color by numbers? No, but you know, I can pull up the original woodblock print on the Met Museum. Hey, Luigra! I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, I wonder how Luigra's doing. And I pulled up your Twitter, and you hadn't tweeted for 2 years. And then I was like, huh. Cause yeah, I was thinking like, who do we know in Ukraine? And like, I hope they're okay. So, yeah, I hope you're okay.
I think everybody hopes you're okay.
Yeah. Saucefire says, I don't need to color by number because I know I'm number 1. Or no, because to Saucefire, I'm number 1. Awesome. Thank you, Saucefire.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the accuracy, but it's very cute.
Everybody has a right to their opinion as long as it's of me and positive.
I mean, how do you explain our friendship then?
Look, you know, just because you choose not to exercise your right to think that I'm the best doesn't mean that you don't have it. You know, and we've been talking about this. You've been saying that you need to exercise more, and you know, so you do a little bit of running on the treadmill, you do a little bit of free weights, you start thinking I'm good. You know, it'll come around.
I mean, something will come around.
Yeah.
Not sure it's me though, but okay.
Okay.
Whatever you say, Joe. Our only hope, fun. Resubscribe for 3 months. 3 months of vibing to chill crafting vibes while I'm at work. Thank you for the company. You're very welcome. I'm glad to be here this week.
Ice Mage says, what pencils are you using? Well, this is not a sponsored stream, but because people do have a legitimate reason to wonder this, they're Derwent Pro Colors. I'm not good enough at art to choose things for a specific reason. I went to the art store and was like, these look like a good set, and I've been happy with them, but they are not necessarily, this is not an endorsement, this is just what I am using.
Thank you, NJ. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do cute, because, you know, I lack so much cute in my personal life. that I need to
Oh,
Initiate cute where I can find it.
see, every time I need cute in my personal life, I just look in the mirror. Oh wow, this thing is really dusty.
How do you look past all the monsters there, Joe?
Yeah. Oh man.
I find it very difficult to look in the mirror
Do I
sometimes.
not have anything I can clean this off with? Oh well. I'll clean it later.
Procrastinators unite. I'll clean it later. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, I mean,
the cats
like,
aren't cute. They're evil.
yeah.
Am I missing the cute little kids? You'd think so, but no. Why would I do that? Why would I miss small children?
Well, you know, depending on how heavy what you're throwing is, sometimes a warning shot's better than a direct hit.
I mean, so that's variable. I found sometimes people object, and therefore, you know, murder. But
yeah,
justified murder. Am I missing just their cuteness? No. Little kids aren't cute. Sorry to break this to you.
You know, I still haven't actually seen Justified. It has Timothy Oliphant in it, and I really liked him in Deadwood. But have you seen Justified?
Hello, baby.
Do you recommend it, Cleo?
I haven't seen Justified, which is why I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, maybe she's waiting for me to ask, like, because she has like a funny response that only works if it's a direct response to that question.
No, I've been watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel at the moment.
Oh, that's fun.
It's hilarious. I mean, I love it. I love it. Definitely a recommend if you've got Amazon Prime. If you don't have Amazon Prime, good on you. Well done. Cute and evil are not mutually exclusive. I wouldn't say that. I'd say that is also variable. So.
Okay. So this is a really challenging one to color in because a lot of it is snow. And so I have to be really careful about, because the color pencil doesn't really erase well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to be like, a lot of the areas that like in the other things I've colored, like, oh, just color in the whole thing. It's like, nope, not today. Gotta leave the snow contours there.
Yeah, I guess.
Or not. Fine, Cleo. We can just talk about what you're doing all the time. That's fine.
I'm just not sure what you mean by snow contours.
Okay, so, I mean, I can link the original work again in your chat this time.
Okay.
So, like, where there are trees and stuff, there's a lot of white in the trees, right? So I have to avoid accidentally over coloring. You know, like the roofs are mostly white. Like almost everything is mostly white, but not quite. And so it's challenging.
It's difficult. Okay, yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Fair.
Like this roof right here has like a thin lip of super dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly snow.
That's cool. Okay. Makes sense. All right, so if I have it just like that, sort of set up, and then over here, I need my black colouring pens. Make it yellow. Don't make yellow. Dear God. Why is it always my chat that comes up with that sort of stuff? Arena.
Hey, thank you, Dragon Slayer, for the 5, who says, it helps me when I do something like that in layers, starting light and getting darker. Yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Snow reflects all kinds of colours? I suppose it does.
Yeah.
I'm a green highlighter.
Okay.
Been looking for that. Right.
Okay, so the dark brown. Let's just start with some of these rocks down here. That's a pretty straightforward bit to do. Okay. And then the actual rocks are filled in a little bit. Hey, welcome, Gizmo. Welcome, Blaze. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is if I have these icons down each one, and then I put some washi tape over it, and then I can just sort of peel it off after I get to each one. Because I like that idea. It gives me something to do. Because I don't have enough to do, obviously.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Okay.
I mean, is Minecraft real? Of course, Minecraft's not real.
Drifto Road says you can also use your fingers to make it look smooth. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'm right now. I'm just trying to get the rough everything in.
Do you have a white pencil?
No.
Okay.
Although I think that I might have a white pastel somewhere, like like a chalk-like type thing. But yeah.
I don't know how those mix.
Yeah, I that's the thing is I normally would only use it with charcoal, not with pencil. And sadly, I don't really do any charcoal work these days in this studio because the way the floor is, it's carpet, and that's a good way to ruin your carpet is getting a bunch of charcoal ground into it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, like, that's on my, like, when I have a quote-unquote real studio list, is to have, like, floors that, can get messed up.
In the dim and distant future.
In the dim and distant future, somewhere in Tennessee, la la la.
Haven't ever read the end poem. I've read the end poem. Hey, Chris. And a test. We all dreaming the game is that is Minecraft. But that would make more sense than us actually playing the game that is Minecraft, I suppose.
Hey, welcome to Render at Home. Glad you could join us.
That is not a triangle. I've forgotten how to draw a triangle. Well, to be fair, I haven't taught, like, 4-year-olds in a while. I could have forgotten how to do triangles.
Well, I mean, have you tried, like, just making 3 points and then connecting them with line segments?
You'd think that, wouldn't you? That would be a smart thing to do. These are all too thick. These are all too thick. Oh, we need the thin uns. We need the thin uns. That one. Ender friends are our friends. Ender bobs are fine. Leave the ender bobs alone. Not sure what Joe's typing.
Oh, Tango got back to me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he says
You can tell
he
me offline,
appreciates
it's fine.
it, and he'll be in touch when he has stuff.
Cool. It's cool.
And I let him know that he's also welcome to drop in on whatever we're doing around the starter village.
Yeah. Right. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to score lines along different sections,
Mm-hmm.
and when each section is done, I can peel it off and then have the symbol there. You've not known how to draw simple shapes too. I mean, sometimes you get like different forms of like shape blindness and stuff. It's a thing. You say, oh, I know what that is. I know that. I think I know that, and then you just don't ever again.
So I think my camera isn't like flat enough. There we go.
You all sorted, Joe?
Yeah. I just had to tweak the camera. Of course, now the part that I'm working on is behind your screen, so I'm gonna move that real quick.
Yeah, that's a thing. Watch out, peeling off doesn't damage the page. I mean, this stuff I put on a week ago, I can peel that off. It's not a problem. The page is quite good quality. It's quite thick, and it's not really put on very firmly. So, and it should be about a month between putting it on and taking it off, so it shouldn't stick too badly. So I think I'll be all right. But thank you for your concern. It is appreciated.
Okay. Somebody says, when is Hermitcraft 9 gonna start? Soon, in air quotes.
August the 27th.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so I've got this. I've been working on these little rocks and this little bit of scrub.
Mm-hmm. The desire to sing No Scrubs at that point.
Yeah, sorry, Cleo. I realized, like, oh, do they have scrub? I was going to ask, do they have scrub in England? And then that was going to be a real opportunity for you to say that there's no scrub.
I can't even remember the words.
I don't know the words. Because if I did, I would be obnoxious. So instead, I just pretend it's the theme from Scrubs, which is like, I can't do this all on my own. No, I know. I'm no Superman. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh. I'm no Superman.
You're thinking February 30th. I hate to break it to you.
It's not a leap year, kid.
And even if it was...
But it's more fun to assert... It's more... If you're going to tell someone they're wrong, it's funnier if you tell them they're wrong for a reason that's irrelevantly incorrect. So if they're like, oh, well, there's not 30 days in the leap year. It's like, oh, okay. Then I just go, oh, I guess you were right then. It's like, nope, they still weren't right. And I get to throw that back in their faces.
It's just a different kind of fun, to be honest with you, Joe.
It is.
I can't believe Cleo would throw the date around like that. What, August 27th?
Okay.
Look, sometimes I think you should just know that it's August 27th. Come back at August 27th and then you'll find out. See how that works?
Okay. So I'm going to try some of the light blue for the water up in here.
A smart 30 seconds. You have time to get your life together before Hermitcraft comes back. Not that you will, guys. Not that you will. Because do any of us really, truly have our lives together? That's what I thought.
Did you ever watch Parks and Recreation at all, Cleo?
Yeah, I watched a bit of it.
Yeah, there was a particularly good episode where the secretary, played by Aubrey Plaza, in like her boss loves her because he's a libertarian who hates the government and he runs a government department, and she keeps all the meetings and calls away from him, so she's a good secretary. And there's one episode where she comes in and she's like, "Okay, boss, I screwed up," and he's like, "How?" And she's like, "Well, you know how you never have any meetings or calls? It's always because I tell people you won't be free until March 30th, or March 31st. And I thought March 31st wasn't a day and that no one noticed. But it turns out it is a day, and that day is today." Oh, hey,
yeah.
Dragon Slayer, Tip Intense has got to run, but I hope you have a great night, and until otherwise stated, I assume Hermitcraft starts February 31st. Alrighty, well, thank you very much for that. That puts us at our second face camera expansion of the stream. So here we go. Expand. Oh wait, there's the Met Museum link. I'd rather post we are now 20 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Link. There we go.
Seeing them happy and hyped, not burnt out, makes me happy and hyped. That's good, because, you know, I am excited. I'm not chomping at the bit, but I am looking forward to starting.
I am chomping at the bit.
I know you are, but I personally am not. And that's fine. We're all different.
Yeah.
It's my secret cap. I'm always burnt out. Yeah, but that's just with life, you know. That's not Hermitcraft, that's just life.
Okay. I don't know if the birds are coming through the microphone, but there's a very loud bird outside.
I thought that was going to be... I don't know if you can hear the bird coming through the window. I'm like, there's a bird?
No, there's no bird has actively flown through the glass. But...
I feel like you would be slightly more vocal if that had happened, to be fair.
Yeah, no. The window's not open. It's just a really loud bird.
Oh no, Mini Cheese Mouse, thanks for the biddies, and sorry you lost your unicorn balloon. Today is a day of tragedies. Less than an hour late to the stream. You're not obligated. It's nice that you come in, but you're not it's not a required thing.
Yeah, we don't take attendance.
I mean, I've given that up. I'm never doing that again.
Oh my gosh.
I say never.
Yeah.
One day, there may be a necessity that I do, but if I have a choice, never.
That was one of the running gags in Flight of the Conchords, which is a show about a band from New Zealand getting their start in New York City, is that every time they had a band meeting, the band manager would take attendance. And he would insist on doing that before they actually got to whatever, incredibly pressing matter they had. But yeah, I could imagine if Cleo started every Hermitcraft meeting by being like BOO Zombie Cleo here.
I mean, to be fair, if there was a record of attendance,
Yeah, that
I
was
would like
actually
to see some of the stats on that, to be fair.
well. It would basically say that like I'm basically always there.
Oh, you are 100% always there. I'm there like I'm probably there like 60% of the time.
Frustratingly, the only times that you don't show up are almost 100% completely overlap when I really just either don't want to be there or I'm like, oh, I really have something else I should be doing right now and I can't leave because Cleo isn't here to proxy for me.
That is true. We do proxy for each other if we have to. I think I've only ever done it once for you.
Well, like honestly though, like the last 2 or 3 meetings, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is exactly like. But like, I didn't want to tell you this when you were still like feeling rough because I didn't want you to feel bad about it. But I was totally like, oh my gosh, if there was ever a time to not be here.
I do seem to have a knack for picking those big meeting days to get sick on.
You do.
So, it's not deliberate.
I believe that, but it's less comfort than you would think. Hey, thank you to Laura for tipping 15. That is a comfort. That puts us 5 away from the next Space Camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat.
Have we ever considered that Hermitcraft stress might be a factor as to why I'm ill? That could be a thing.
Yeah, you know, that would make sense.
To be fair, though, this was a physical ailment that I couldn't really...
Mm-hmm. No, I know.
Oh, there we go. I've got the word video done. I like this technique, by the way. I believe that he said unconvincingly. Does Mumbo miss a lot of meetings in RL2? I don't know. I've never had a real life meeting with Mumbo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I've met Mumbo in real life, he was usually on time. But like, well, I say that he was just as late as everyone else who was in the same car as him. So the question then is, did he slow them down or did they slow him down? But yeah, when we had that Hermitcraft signing in the park, it was me and Wells waiting for like 20 minutes for like Scar and Iskall and Stress and False and Mumbo to all, because they had like some huge van or something that they were all in, and they were running a little bit behind. Maybe not 20 minutes. Honestly, that was such a good day. I had forgotten that they were running behind because like what happened afterwards was so good until you mentioned it. I had completely forgotten.
Isn't that the heat stroke day?
Yeah, but
yeah, that was a very good day. I heard.
Okay.
Apart from the heat stroke.
Well, we made a lot of people really happy.
You did, and then you all got the heat stroke.
Well, here's the thing too, though, is that I had said I can book an indoor venue for this. I will foot the bill up front, and everybody's like, no, that's too formal. We don't want to book a spot. And I'm like, okay, it's 97 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and there's, you know.
And they're just like, what's a Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Because they're all British.
Yeah, and I'm just like, look, okay, next time let me book a place, like, you know, like,
I don't want to stand in the heat.
Well, and the thing is, I had gotten battery-powered fans for each hermit to put on because we were standing in front of picnic tables, so everybody would have a fan behind them on the table blowing on them. Mm-hmm. But Scar's ventilation system started overheating, so we had to point all of our fans at that. So, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, this could have easily been avoided.
If people had listened to me, negative.
Yeah. But, you know, it's fine. At least we got it done.
The thing is, Joe, you cultivate this personality of, like, general incompetence sometimes. It's really difficult to know. I'm aware that you're competent.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone does. Silence. Joe doesn't know how to take that one.
Oh no, sorry. I'm getting I'm getting some sort of important messages on my phone that I'm like, what? This is.
That's a problem.
I'm like, there shouldn't be anything urgent happening on Wednesday morning because this is my Cleo time. So let me go yell at somebody. Okay.
I like how clean this is. This is a nice kind of theme. I like it. The offended pause. It's very difficult to offend Joe. Trust me, I've tried. Okay, so now I need to sort of do that. I mean, not that bit, but this bit. This bit's the easy bit. So if let's have a look. My 3 by. Okay, so it's from the top. You alright, Joe?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
It's all fine, guys. You heard it here from Joe. Hands up if you believe, Joe.
It's like my calendar says busy.
Therefore.
Tay-Tay the Hufflepuff says, my Cleo time. That freezing kills me.
Thank you, Hardy Origin. I appreciate that. My Cleo time. I mean, you know, sometimes you got to have some Cleo time.
Mm-hmm.
Just to cope with the outside world.
Cleo
She's not going to
time.
help you cope
Cleo
with the
time.
outside
Everybody's
world.
feeling fine because it's Cleo time.
Difficult to feel offended when your own perception of yourself is very low. Wow. It's dark, Arena. But we understand. At least I understand. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
I think I was trying to make a habit tracker. I'd spend all my time making it pretty and never use it for organization. I mean, again, this is kind of my job at this point. You know, I do this as a way of keeping myself organized, but also as a form of entertainment for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's 12. Okay. So yeah, having this time here at least lets me reflect on my lack of competence, so I can make myself more competent in the future, hopefully.
Well, that'd be good.
I know. I mean, don't hold your breath or anything, but...
Oh, no. I can't hold my breath that long. Mouse Mac tips 5. So that puts us evenly at our next face camera expansion milestone. Here we go. It's time to expand. And says, are there any UK or Scotland treats I would like to try? I mean, I had Iron Brew. I feel like I'm good.
I mean, we have other things apart from Iron Brew. I can't name any now because my brain has just decided you don't know anything.
Uh-huh.
But there are, like, British do have treats.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just not really huge on those. Also, a thing to keep in mind is if we're doing a meetup in a place that serves food, like, which most cafes have, like, pastries and, you know, sandwiches and stuff. They don't like you just showing up and being like, oh, here's a bunch of outside candy I'm gonna sit here and eat, right?
I mean, to be fair, I would probably just give it to you if I were giving you candy.
Yeah, but, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, you gotta try this, and it's like, well, this is outside food, and there's a huge sign there that says no outside food or drink. And, you know, so the thing is, I find it's very important when you're bringing a bunch of people in for a meetup at a cafe.
What are you talking about? Meat?
To not antagonize the cafe owners.
I mean, that's reasonable. Although they can't stop presents.
Yeah, but okay.
Well, they could, but they probably wouldn't be in business that long, to be fair.
No. Okay.
I was giving my daughter her birthday gift, and the manager came over and shouted, "No outside gifts, unless you got some for everyone."
You can only buy gifts from the shop or from the cafe.
Yeah.
Um.
We've got giant, oversized mugs. Give someone one of those. Cherry's chocolate orange, though.
There's some sort of joke to like, he drinks from mugs that remind him of the good times. He drinks from mugs that remind him of the better times.
Arguably, there are no better times, Joe.
Yeah.
Ever. Ever, ever, ever. 3 out? It is, it's 3 out, okay. Giant oversized mugs are actually really good, though. I mean, keep telling yourself that.
Do you remember there was some distillery that announced that they were selling their whiskey in pod form? Not
I heard
pog,
something about that.
but pods. Like they look like little
Yeah.
Tide Pods, you know.
Yeah.
And so the idea is instead of selling them in these tiny bottles where you have to throw the bottle away, it's a pod that just melts in your mouth, so there's no wrapper or anything.
That sounds vile.
Yeah, right? And so I saw this tweet going around on Twitter that's like, he drinks a whiskey pod, he drinks a vodka pod, he drinks a lager pod, he drinks a cider pod, and then, oh, Danny boy, you know. So, anyway, you know, this had been going around Twitter like all day and had like, you know, 30,000 retweets or something stupid. And the person is just like, oh my gosh, you know, all I normally tweet on here is Bible verses, and I don't know what's happening, and I've got 3,000 people following me now, and my husband is at work, and he's not answering his phone, and I don't know what to do.
You shouldn't tweet.
It's like this person clearly had a lane and they stepped out of it momentarily and found broad success and then just like freaked out.
That's amazing. Oh. Good morning, Kieran.
Mel Monster says, sounds like they have a new lane. Yeah, I know, right? But
Sounds like they have now got a niche.
Yeah. But the problem is, it's like, how many industrial packaging tub thumping jokes can you make? Can you forge a new life from that?
I argue that she should at least try.
Yeah. But it's just like one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, this life-changing thing is happening to me, and I can't reach my husband, and like I
was funny on the internet. I didn't mean to be disturbing and a bit scary.
Well, no, I just love the idea that she's like, oh no, I'm entering a new phase in my life, and if I don't reach out and grab him and pull him along with me soon, we're gonna get separated and we'll never find each other again.
That sounds amazing. I love how my chat is now just discussing their favourite mug. There's nothing wrong with that. You have a favourite mug. I'm not judging.
Okay, I actually, so I got a mug as a Valentine's present, and it is legitimately twice as thick as all of the other mugs I have, and it is twice as heavy, but it is really nice. Like, that extra mass really helps.
Thank you for the biddies, McLeslie. Much appreciated. Feel the hype ceiling. Always glad when you're around to help with that. My back is going. It's two. I have two. It's important they're big and rounded so I can cradle it. You have a hive drape mug. It got broken. I'm sorry about that. But if anybody else wants a hive drape mug, my Society 6 store is linked in my socials and in my tab, because we had to move because of I didn't agree with some of the business practices of the person I was initially working with. So we have moved. We have mugs there. I need to stand up and walk around for a bit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with Joe.
Hey, Pardon says, what's the drawing Joe is doing? It looks like the famous Japanese wave. Yeah, this is by Hokusai. This is snow on the river Shidosha, I think. I have the Met Museum link here. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Hokusai is the same woodblock print artist who did the Kanagawa wave. And this is a color... I've got a coloring book full of Hokusai's work here. It says it's labeled as an artist coloring book because it's basically, like, super thin-lined, like, tracings of his work that you can color in yourself. Hey, welcome, Ahime Angel. Glad you could join us. Sometimes it's really helpful to just kind of deconstruct how other artists work, right? And just to be able to focus on just the coloring aspect of it, to see what did he choose to fill in and how is really a neat thing. Where did I get this from? From the art supply store in Nashville Plaza, which is not a sponsor of the show, but I've been buying art from there for like I've been buying my art supplies and stuff there for 20 years now at this point, almost. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and link them. But yeah, if you're in the Nashville area and you need art supplies, this is legitimately, like, where you go. Like, I don't know anybody in town who doesn't like Plaza. They're good at what they do. But yeah. But like, I bought it from the actual store. I don't know if they have it available online. I just linked the website so people can find the store if they're in town. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. You know what, maybe let's just get a little bit more color in here. Why don't we do the top blue as well? Let's see. So there's also some low dark blue kind of coming up and around the moon here. Or this might be the sun. It's unclear. Sun clear. Hey, welcome back, Cleo.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
I'll survive for a bit longer. It's because I'm not on the sofa and I'm on my blooming dining chairs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, see, yeah, I always stream from uncomfortable chairs because my posture is better that way.
I have pretty good posture in general, so, you know.
Yeah, you don't need the help. Got it.
Okay. not kind of what I was insinuating, but sure.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you care?
Well, what were you insinuating? Because I clearly completely missed your point then.
I've forgotten what the conversation was. Sorry, my brain is not great either at the moment.
Well, that's fine.
No, it's gone. Yeah, no, it's gone.
Okay. Chaos Bear says, Joe, do you have a colorless blending pencil? I do not.
That sounds nifty.
I didn't know that those existed. People have started bothering me about those this stream, and I was like, never heard of it, but that sounds like a cool concept.
I mean, it would make sense. It's the same medium, you just can't see it, and everything else sort of merges.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, when I next get to the art store, they sell these pencils individually, but I was thinking I might get a tin of 24 just so that way I can have them in a tin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then... But yeah, I got these 12 because they fit in a little art bag that I used to take out on my lunch breaks. I had a folding stool and a little art bag I could fit these pencils into, and a little notebook and a pencil sharpener and eraser or whatever. And I used to work downtown, so I could just walk around downtown and like, oh, hey, there's a cool sculpture. Just set up the stool and draw until, you know, I got yelled at by the cops or whatever. So... Yay.
That does sound really cool.
Yeah.
Hello,
like,
baby.
I don't miss the commute, but there are it is nice to work downtown in some ways.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something I would give up my current day job for, but
no.
Yeah. To be fair, I only worked downtown once when I used to work as a cinema.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know, being able to go out and do things was always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cat. She is meowing. She's very loud and obnoxious. Which, you know, fits for everybody in my stream. So no wonder that you're meowing. Yeah, it's Atlas. You can tell by the meow. Atlas meows. GLaDOS murps.
Murp. Already have a good day, Josh Bilby. Thanks for joining us.
Good to have you along. Cats are great. Debatable. In never pudding. Okay. I know, kitty. Murp, murp.
Okay, where's my pencil sharpener? There it is.
Involved in tea party. Tea is water, cake is Lego, and two of the guests are not drinking as they're black toy cats. I have been part of those tea parties before, except it used to be mud. Get off the mouse. No. You can get down off there as well, because you're being a butt.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's a cloud.
You're gonna have to get 2 or 3 cats because you miss having a cat with you. Yeah, I think you should, Chris, because, you know, you're moving to a different house and it's, you know, the perfect time to get more animals. Or any animals, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of this deep blue
Shush, kitty.
right here. very thin. Deep blue. Okay.
I know, baby. Right? Trying to keep your cat safe and neutered so you can take him with me when you move out. I mean, always get your pets, you know, unless you're breeding them and like doing things for like a specific breed, like always get your pets neutered. It's actually better for their health. Someone I know, their cat had their uterus fill up with pus and they could have died.
It's no good.
No, wasn't fun. So, you know, cats who are spayed and neutered generally have longer, healthier lives. So, the cat survived. The cat did very, very well. But only because they got them to the vet very quickly. Very, very quickly. Also, you don't have to listen to the cats scream for it. What's happened to Kitty? Nothing's happened to my kitty. I'm just talking about somebody whose cat I knew. Crossing your legs may never uncross. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would go to a doctor before that point. Neutered cats tend not to stray either, that's true. Neutered dogs tend to be less aggressive. The only reason why you wouldn't, in my eyes, neuter your pet is because you're a breeder who has a specific breed they're an expert of and knows what they're doing. And if your response is, but I think my cats are cute and I want kittens from them, I'm judging you. That is not a good reason. There are hundreds and hundreds of cats and dogs out there looking for homes. We don't need more just mongrels, mutts. And what's the term for a cat?
Tomcat?
No. I'm talking the breed, because mongrels and mutts are dogs, and there's a version of cats, and I can't remember what it is.
Is it Jellicoe?
Yes.
Hey, welcome Renegade Rising. Glad you could join us. I'm just doing a little bit of color pencil work with this Hokusai coloring page. And Badger Spanner suggests moggies might be the term you're looking for.
That's the one.
That is definitely not an American English term. That is definitely that is the most UK term for a cat that I could imagine.
I suppose it comes from mixed breed or domestic. Well, mine are domestic short hairs. Sorry, British domestic short hairs. I don't think that makes a difference, but some breeds of dogs, specifically large ones, do better without neutering, but cats definitely. It depends on why you're neutering, but the larger the breed of dog, for example, Great Danes, they often have problems health-wise, where putting them under for an operation can be problematic too. So I would suggest speaking to your vet, and if they recommend, neutering, neuter your pets. And most vets that I know recommend neutering their pets. It's the thing with seeds and intent.
Yeah, Badger says that average life expectancy for unneutered outdoor male cat is 5, which is really low.
which is incredibly low. Both of my girls are currently 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be 8 in October, which is insane because I just remember them being kittens not so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Friend wouldn't neuter his dog because he had a blood condition. Because she had a blood condition. The dog had a blood. Okay, if the dog has a blood condition and the vet says don't do it, you listen to your vet.
So, you mentioning your cat being 8 in October
Mm-hmm.
reminds me, somebody posted a screen cap of Tumblr being like, wait, October, November, December, that's 8, 9, and 10. Man, this is almost a perfect system. Whoever screwed it up deserves to be stabbed. And the reply was, well, I've got some good news for you.
Wow. That's perfect. For those of you who don't know, the person who messed it up was indeed stabbed.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to be celebrating that on March 15th. Fun fact, March 15th is also the day that my ex-wife surprised me with the divorce papers. And so I'll always associate the Ides of March with betrayal now.
You did not beware the Ides of March.
I did not beware the Ides of March.
Dear God, Joe. Who are you even to not beware the Ides? You don't know what we're talking about?
Hey, GT Buckets, thank you for tipping one. That puts us 19 away from the next Face Camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat.
Famously slapped. That August person was stabbed. That's your birthday. I'm sorry, but historically, the Ides of March, not a great day for people. Specifically Julius Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little aerated. Okay. Fun fact, a lot of ancient Romans were stabbed. It was like a whole thing.
Melons Away says that one of their favorite turns of phrase is not the sharpest knife in the Caesar.
The malapropism, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I'm stealing that one. That is stolen. I approve of your message and would like to subscribe to his newsletter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one's coming out.
You're doing all right, Joe, I think.
Thank you.
We all just enjoy roasting Caesar for being stabbed, don't we? I mean, to be fair, he wasn't a particularly nice dude in general, so, you know. If you're going to enjoy anyone being stabbed, probably a dictator.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm here to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
My brain wants to make a crossing the Rubicon joke, and I don't know how to do it. Ah. Failing so hard at working Ed 2 into this conversation. Yeah, I'm having the same problem.
Okay, so the funny thing is you're only having a hard time with it because you're approaching it from the wrong angle. Cleo could just bust in here with at two. At two boo woo tay.
At two boo. Oh no. Okay, Joe. Two. Here we go. Oh no! Why did you have to do this to me, Chats? Oh no!
Oh boy. Mjolnir's Revenge says, what opacity are we at today? We're at 100%.
100% opacity? Oh no!
Yep.
How are we going to work this out?
Well, we are $39 away from the entrance of the Joust, which would drop us to 90% opacity, so I don't know. Just this is one of those problems you can throw money at. Like,
yeah, we should enter the Joust because, you know, that it's just fun. It's just fun, guys.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
The Joust.
Enter the Joust because it keeps Cleo satisfied, and not much keeps Cleo satisfied. Need a little more trauma in this life. You, not me, obviously. That's fine. Okay, I did a page. Well, I did 3 actually. I'm very pleased, and I haven't gotten to where I needed to get to. So, yeah. Hello, kitty. Don't wink at me. She winked at me. Everybody always winks at me. They think they know me. They don't know me. My brain hurts.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Aye. This requires a lot more concentration with all these little details. Trying to, because I have to really keep checking on the correct like way it's set up. In the
One of the best parts of this is how the poor emo fidgets it. You like the just gently vibrating Cleo. Cleo vibrates.
Oh, I forgot that you had this separate icon for that.
Yeah. She just sits there and if I'm silent, she sits there and just goes, which is fine. No, be quiet for a minute so you can see it.
Yeah, I liked your hands syncing up with that later on my end. By which I mean they were terribly out of sync, but I realized as soon as you did it that it was at the same time you had made that noise.
That's why I'm here. I mean, I'm here because they made me be here, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's chill. I'm not chill.
You're not chill.
No. Cleo does not do chill. Chill is for the weak. Or something, at least. Ooh la. Okay, we do a thing. Cleo does things some days.
So what is this next page there, Cleo?
Huh?
What's the next page you're working on?
The next page. So I've done all these, the video planners, and then we need to do the weekly planner. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing for it, so it's fine. Cleo has different personality points than Cleo. Of course. Cleo is slightly excitable and shrill. And Cleo is never shrill or excitable. Just doesn't happen. Ever. Cleo needs to do things, and she doesn't know how to do things, so we're just gonna have to watch and learn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. watching and learning and being happy and stuff. I don't think she knows how to be happy. It's fine. No, that goes down. Oh, I hear exploders. That's fine. We like the explodies. Explodies, that's good. We need to use mouse chip biddies. Can we convince Joe to listen to Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds? I've suggested it. There is only so much I can do.
I
I
just
am not a
haven't
miracle
gotten to
worker.
it. Hey,
Sorry?
also, Side Night, thank you for tipping 5, who says the statistic that the average Roman was stabbed 3 times was a mistake. Caesar being stabbed 23 times was an outlier that shouldn't be counted toward that average.
And we're out.
Mm-hmm.
We're now free of the Cleo woe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Okay, there we go. So, March starts on a Monday. No, it starts on a Tuesday. March
Yeah, I was gonna
starts
say,
on
I'm pretty
a
sure it starts
Tuesday.
on a Tuesday. You know, not that I'm an expert on calendars or anything, but
I mean, you do seem to know a lot about how certain calendars have evolved.
well, that's one of the fun things about being a programmer is anytime you do anything with dates, you have to learn all the 800 ways that dates are stupid and will be wrong if you don't put in a bunch of safety mechanisms and or plan around them.
And it's relaxing again. I wouldn't convince yourself of that, to be honest. It's only relaxing for a certain period of time.
Okay. I feel like this is coming together well.
You all right?
Yeah, I think I am doing all right.
That's good. We like that for you, Joe.
Yay, thank you, Cleo.
You're welcome. Oh, my back.
Poor Cleo.
Yes.
I said poor Cleo. I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't trying to get your attention.
I thought you were mocking me, to be fair.
Oh,
so...
no. Although I frequently mock you, so I could, you know, that's a fair thing. I realize.
Everybody crack your backs. It's important. For me, at least.
You always say that, but I don't think that's something we have here. I don't know what that means.
What? Backs?
No, I know what a back is, but when you say crack your back, like...
You never heard of chiropractic?
Oh, well, that's one of those scams, though. Like,
Oh, I know.
the same way that, like, Germany knows that Scientology is a cult, America knows chiropractic is wax.
Oh, no, Brits are 100% aware chiropractic is a scam, which is why it's not available on the NHS.
Okay.
But that doesn't stop it being, like cracking your backs is one of the things that chiropractors do to pretend it's working.
Gotcha. I mean, that, I don't know. It's just not on my radar, I guess.
Stretch is what we're saying.
Oh. Yeah, I do stretch my back occasionally.
That's very important for you, Joe. It's a sign of good health-ish.
Thank you, Cleo. Ish. Well, homeopathy was available on the NHS because it was favored by the royal family, I thought.
Homeopathy isn't available on the NHS because it's water.
No, it was available previously. The reason it took so long to get rid of it
That doesn't surprise me. Bloody royals.
was that the Crown was a big fan of it.
Work is suffering. I have a chiropractor. When did this become a thing? What? That chiropractic is bunk? I mean, it's always been bunk. I'm sorry.
As far as I know, yeah.
Alec Ruff has resubscribed. That's an 11-month resub saying hello. Hi. Sorry to break it to you. And all.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't really feel like a high level of personal responsibility.
Someone who worked in a health food shop. It's mostly all scam and it's expensive. Yeah, one of my best friends used to work in selling supplements, like health food stuff, and they legitimately sell vitamins and minerals, but for the price, you could probably have done well away from it. Sorry that you have physical trauma that messed with your spine. Okay, I don't think that's disputing the argument. Maverick Fudges cheered 100 biddies. I really hope to have a friendship like yours and Joe's one day. I adore my friend. You don't want a friendship like mine and Joe's.
No.
No.
We like never get to hang out or do anything. Like it's terrible.
Yeah. Never have time to just sit on a call and talk, and this stream reminds me how much I love them. Oh, that's cute. To be fair, this is our work. We're working right now.
Like, if you've ever seen a show where, like, there's one of the employees is just always on the phone with their friend, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're currently working.
We're technically at work, talking to a friend on the phone, and ignoring other things.
Yeah. We just happen to be working together. All right, so I am going to do a thing for my notes, I think. That we're not judging what you do, I'm just saying really much been proven to be a scam. And maybe you should check it out. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. And I want to use these little things.
Heartworm Lucy, maybe chill out with the caps a lot. You don't, like, it makes it hard to read the chat.
Oh, definitely don't try that in my stream. More than 50% caps gets you timed out.
Yeah.
Do this along the bottom.
DJ Frogtime says this is looking really good, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this about an hour now. Coloring it in.
Yeah, Joe's doing really well today.
Yeah, I feel like it's coming together.
You did good. You did it good. Knife. Knife. If something works solely because you believe in it, if it works for you, it's good. Yeah, I mean, that's fair if it works for you. Go for it. If it's what you need, it's what you need. I'm not going to stop anyone going and do what they need to do.
Yeah, if a placebo works for you, that's fine. It's a highly effective placebo.
Okay, let's make little
Oh boy.
things.
Okay.
See, with it, if it works for you, it works for you. We're not stopping you. We're just saying, just be aware of the bunk. Okay. I'm going to try and cut around these little tiny things again, because I think they're cute.
You're welcome, Aubrey Morris.
Okay. This tiny little plant, hopefully. Yeah. It's going to be small and little and cute, like me. I know, no. I'm not little. But
No?
I'm adorable. I want to respond, but I want this conversation to stop. So please stop talking about it now.
I was done talking about it a while ago.
So was I.
Like, I've basically been thinking, like, okay, if somebody came in here talking the same way about Scientology, how would I deal with it?
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm not sure.
if somebody's like, I feel better about myself now that I'm a Scientologist because, you know, I got out of my abusive marriage. And it's like, okay, well, maybe getting out of your abusive marriage was good, but getting out of your abusive marriage because your cult pulls you away from all existing relationships is bad. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like there's kind of, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to pretend no part of anything ever helps because that's silly. No. But, like, you know, I'm not a big fan of having people, you know,
promoting obvious scams,
evangelizing for scams here, like.
Mini Cheese Mouse, thank you for the biddies. You just got to the geology part of your OU coursework. Yeah, the wheel of the thing that shows humans in where humans are in the beginning of time is definitely a thing. It's always fun to realize just how small humans are in the grand scheme of things. Because we are teeny tiny in the grand scheme of things.
But that's part of what makes us so cute.
Yeah. Well, it's that whole thing of just sort of like my brain is addled from dinosaurs, but like some dinosaurs are closer to the moon landing than they are to the beginning of the dinosaur era.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just sort of like, it just puts it into perspective. It's just like, it was a big ass time ago. Humans are a very recent invention. Yeah. We are.
Okay. Oh boy.
Sound tired, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually went to bed early last night because so I don't stream on Tuesdays, and my Pathfinder game was canceled because my DM is doing this live show.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I got all my chores done around the house, and I was like, I guess I should just go lie down now.
I guess I should just, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I actually got like 8 hours of sleep or so. But like the weird thing is, when I'm tired, like when I'm just exhausted, I don't feel tired anymore. And I still make a bunch of stupid mistakes, but I have to gauge how tired I am by how many mistakes I'm making at what rate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
But like when I get a decent amount of sleep, my body's like, you're exhausted. You're tired. You're yawning. You feel tired. You know. Grumble, grumble.
Thank you, Mini Cheese Mouse, for gifting a sub to Badger Spanner. Thank you very, very much indeed.
But it's like, I'm glad my reward for going to sleep on time is that I feel more tired. Thanks.
I mean, I didn't give it to you. That's entirely a you problem and a you fault.
I know. Okay, so this one's going to be a green here for a little bit.
That whole idea of sleep debt, you know, you can keep on going for a long time, but you've got to save up sleep, which apparently is a thing. So if I slept for 12 hours a day, the next time I might only sleep for 4. So.
Hey, good morning, Wizard of Dogs.
Having a 4-year-old means you need to expand your dinosaur knowledge. That's usually true. I've done a lot of like creative writing prompts with 4-year-olds about dinosaurs, which is fun in its own right.
One thing that I was impressed by is PBS, I think, has a show about dinosaurs for kids called like Dino Train, and it's about dinosaurs that have a time traveling train, and they visit the cast is made of dinosaurs from all the different eras, and they use their time traveling train to visit each other's homes and whatever, and their different time periods. Because it's just like, cool. Well, you can't have a kids show about dinosaurs that doesn't have each of the favorite dinosaurs kids have, but they don't live simultaneously. So how do we solve this problem? And it's just like, let's just give them a time traveling train. Call the show Dino Train. And it's just like, okay, like, you know, if it works, it works, and I gotta hand it to them.
Yeah,
that works.
We had a thing where we got a fake dinosaur egg from a paleontologist, and you know, we had the kids do like creative writing stuff. But one of the things we watched as a class was there was this guy called Andy who worked at I think the Natural History Museum, who had this time traveling clock where he was able to go and look at all these previous dinosaurs and, you know, find out what different things eat. And it was bizarre, but the kids just like, I'm Andy. And I'm like, okay, I really wish I hadn't introduced this to your poor parents, because they got really, really into dinosaurs. I mean, to be fair, they did think they had a real life dinosaur egg.
Yeah.
So, tricking children for fun and profit, or mostly just fun, to be fair.
For education.
You forgot that show existed. Yep. Andy's Dinosaur Adventure. Yep. It's a thing. It's a terrifying thing.
Oh, did you see that Mark Brown's show just ended? Arthur?
Like Arthur. With the...
Yeah, the one Mark Brown made on PBS.
The one with animals as children.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. We are on the same page here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not like King Arthur with Merlin. Mark Brown did not make that.
He would have to be very old if he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was there anything you were?
Oh well, I mean, yeah. So they actually did a flash forward at the end of the show to them being 20 years older, and
Mhm.
DW, who is a tattletale throughout the show, is now a cop, giving people tickets for no reason, and Arthur was dressed as Scott McCloud, the cartoonist, and he's launching a graphic novel about their lives when they were kids. It was
Oh
just cute.
wow, that's really cute.
Francine makes tennis shoes or athletic shoes. Um, it was a cute little ending.
One of them just a tombstone. Dear God, that's a bit dark.
Superstone says
Oh.
Scott McCloud. Yeah, you know, the guy who made the book Inventing Comics and then also Understanding Comics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe. I think I need to call it here.
Oh, okay.
So.
No, that's fine, Cleo. It was fun hanging out. I
Yeah.
appreciate you making any time for me. I know that you've had a rough little week or so.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, next week we should be back into full production values. Also.
Alrighty. Let's see who can raid. I'm gonna take advantage of this extra time to get set up. I've been promising my fans a daytime Pokemon stream because their favorite
Mhm.
Pokemon, Bloodu, can't evolve at night, and I've only been streaming it at night.
Okay.
And so I got to do a daytime stream so that their favorite one can evolve. So yeah, I'm gonna probably take a lunch break and then get that going.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm going to be streaming later tonight myself.
uh-huh.
So, but I'll be sitting in my other chair there. So maybe I can actually go a full distance at some point today.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Okay. I'm going to hang up and I'm going to send people over to one of our friends, and I
Alrighty.
will see you later. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang up too. And why don't we go ahead and raid Impulse SV, our good friend over there from Hermitcraft. I'm gonna post that link down there. It looks like he's playing some 118 hardcore survival. So when you get over there, go ahead and say howdy, y'all. Joe Hills right here. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do do.